Hi, everybody. Welcome back. This is Sean again. Yesterday was a big day. Paid off a loan. That was number 3 of 12 in total. And let's see, today is December 24th, 2020. It's Christmas Eve. And I'm going to show you a bit of my strategy for paying off loans. This is kind of my thought process, the small little battles I do every day and I have for the last year to keep myself motivated to stay on the course. I'm going to show you kind of what happened from yesterday, and then we'll go from there. And I'm going to make a payment today. So let's turn this around. Okay, so we will see. Yesterday we paid off that loan, $2,472.83, and that cleared off the loan. So if we look at that, you'll actually see that they're paid off. Right here, it's loan number 1 in the list. It was loan number 3 for me to pay off in order. I paid off these other 2, loan 5 and loan 6. I paid those off over summer. And that was roughly $2,700 per loan. And I made equal payments each time. Part of it was the psychological trigger for me. I wanted to be able to feel like when I paid one off, I actually had 2 paid off. It was like I was taking a decent bite out of the process of getting started. So, and it did. It really made a difference with getting me going. And as you'll see, like the student loan number 1, this was right around $13,000, and I paid this off in 6 months. And a significant portion of that has actually been in the last month. So all I can say is getting started made a huge difference for me. Ignoring it forever did not help, but even making $5 payments, $10, $50 payments when I could, it made a big difference over time to get that momentum rolling. And now looking at this, I go, hey, 12 months have gone by and I paid 3 loans off. So here's kind of where my psychology kicks in, and I like to fight little battles. You'll notice here, $276,037. So I'm always going to like the next round number. So I want to get down into the 275s to feel like I'm winning. But I also have to think ahead. My interest is about $45 a day, and we're going into a weekend here. So I'm always kind of planning like, okay, I want to make sure I'm making progress. Let's look at the next balance. I'm looking at this point. I now have 4 loans that are, I'd say they're close in size. 13,848 at 6.8%, 13,820 at 6.8, 13,843 at 6.8, and then 13,721 at 6.5. So what I decided to do was I'm actually going to take the highest of these at the higher interest rate and attack it first, because they're all so close together. Might as well get one of the slightly higher interest rate loans taken care of. So right here, we're at 13,843. If I were just focusing on this loan and not the total, I would say, okay, I want to get this down into the 13.7s or 6s, or I want to get to the 12s. I'm thinking in lump numbers, just small goals. Something a mentor of mine said years ago was small commitments lead to large commitments. And that's pretty much my process. And it depends day to day on how my collections go, on payments that come in. And that's just how I've been doing it. I'm taking chunks and bites out of it when I can. So today we want to take a little chunk out of it. Now the minimum payment I'd probably make here would be $50, because I'd go, okay, that'll get me back into this. That'll get me down into the 7s. But I really want to take a bite out of this 276 and get myself into the 275s. And I think that's going to take a $200 payment in order to take enough of a bite out of it that I won't slide backwards. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to make a payment, specify for each loan. And we're going to go to loan number 3, and we're going to make a $200 payment today. Great. So now that'll get me soundly down into the 275s, and I can say I'm done with the 276s. If that helps for you, I hope it does. I know it just psychologically, it helps for me to feel like I'm chipping away, I'm getting to the next level, and we just have to think small increments. I continue to think of that analogy of how you eat an elephant, and it's one bite at a time. So let's get back into here. So that's it for today, a $200 payment, one more small bite out of the loans. And until next time, you guys have a Merry Christmas, and it'll probably be next week before I check back in.